We have reports that the Minister of Solid Mineral Development, Dr. Dele Alake, has announced that the 1,200 bags of rice allocated to him by the Presidency as palliatives will be directed exclusively to the elderly in Ekiti State. The decision follows a directive from the Presidency to address the food scarcity at the grassroots level. Alake, in a statement released by his Special Assistant on Media, Shegu Tobori, emphasized that this distribution is part of a broader effort to provide relief through established channels such as state governments and civic organizations. He highlighted the importance of supporting the elderly who may not have the ability to compete for welfare goods. Now, the minister also mentioned that future palliatives would be directed towards other vulnerable groups, including widows, orphans, persons with disabilities, and students in higher institutions. Alake encouraged public-spirited individuals in Ekiti to assist in alleviating hunger and poverty in the state. Okay, now, talking about palliative distribution by the federal government, it is not new. It's something that has been there, even though there are hiccups here and there with the distribution. Sometimes people get to state that. Some people say it doesn't get to them. Some people say, oh, they just got a cup or two when you share rice and all of that. And then some other Nigerians feel, even though there are some people who feel it's okay and it's a good move, some other people feel that this is not what the people need right now. This is not how to alleviate hunger, all right, from the people. But Charles, I'd like to get your stance on palliative distribution.
Yes, because I don't know where else people leave their home. I mean, and there's a Chinese proverb that says that instead of giving, you teach them how to feed. There are policies that government will come up with that make people to become self-reliant, is depend on government every time. The over needed see the politics have been the congressmen and women, and only recently we were told that even the palliative rights that were sent to the big government of that state allegedly warehouse them, and then we're trying to reback them and use them for PDP campaign, the PDP campaign palliative as well. So it's been a file that in here for why. How do we go in? I really know. If you don't make something to cause itself, then you it. Because they and some other South the way they are decentralized administrative what they do, you have the state government, you have the local government, then you now have what they call city. This is an for community development association. You have them, which of course the estate city 1-3 council. We would reach out where but to see that what the government will do palliative, the CBA compared for the 100 houses will tell you that they were giving only about 50k price that we share. And how we go amongst the household, same thing, you hear the same, people want for that thing that come up with, Dele Alake will come up with to show that the target are targeted so that we can get them. So I will do a country that has no reliable data as to what they do. As I said, modality that if they have reliable data, they can use where people come from to state and domicile and to also all different states has a web mechanism and the modality sharing validate. It goes to the Lagos State and that council begin to monitor and they come and place in on the service. But for now, I have no hope that the to be.
All right, Charles, if I heard you clearly, even though the network is trying to be funny, if I heard you clearly, you are saying that this would make the people completely dependent on the government, and it's better to teach them how to fish than to give them fish. So what exactly would you regard to be teaching them how to fish? What do you expect from the government right now? Because these are moves and steps to alleviate hunger, to take away hunger from the people.
Okay, even though that thing was overly normal, there was passport data. Thank you now, so that I don't remember. You can also Google with us. I used to call people's bank process. They usually have the demand that was said to was the renowned 80s. That he has a screen. You can of course them now. One activist was Maker. I wasn't to help people remember it. So he was the chairman of that bank, or people where people could go to take the that they could get into their small scale business. I mean, he worked for a while until the Nigerian part of setting and people began to strip money. So this you also had what we call some of this community banking. So government can set up, for instance, I mean, you have artisans in River State, for instance. Because you have artisans, they have association, you have workers, you have government set, okay, let's for the call it but I don't know where they put in call actual process in the certain state, they are the contribution. Put this money that so that can go there and access the micro loans to put their businesses. So as you do that, you're teaching them how to pitch. You don't have to make them rely on you every time they are hungry. You start doing food as if this is a service economy. So I think that's the way government can do, as I said, establish some of these micro credits for them that will definitely entirely wrong, not where you put people that will be spending the funds and the funds will not get to the people. So that's what I meant by
all right, thank you so much, Charles. Let's get your thoughts on this one, Ambassador.
Well, let me commend the president for taking time again to release some bags of rice to all the ministers across the country who are representing each of the states. I think we are already complaining of food shortages. And if there are avenues to get this food to the people of Nigerians, I think it's commendable. It's not the first time, like you said. And I'd like to commend the minister representing Ekiti State, right, who said his own is going to be channeled to the elderly. And I think there are elders who can no longer fend for themselves. There are elders who can no longer do business. There are elders who are retirees. So giving them this food, I think, is timely and I think is a good decision. So they are not the ones to go and access micro loan. They are not the ones to go and access, give them nets, teaching them how to fish. They have fished and now they are old, they are elderly. So they don't have that strength anymore. So I think in distribution of these food items, we have a home of the elderly. I think while distributing it, it should not just be on party ground. You know, some should be taken to the home of the elderly where we have intentional elders, you know, kept in those places, being taken care of maybe by missionaries or, you know, one organizations or the other. So I think in that distribution, it is right. Now, again, I know that the federal government are doing quite a lot. The state government are also doing. But I always condemn whenever it has to do with palliative, you know, that people are saying is a waste of resources. What if government did not even bring out that money? Because we have so much resources and we are saying that we are not seeing the result of most where this money are going. So the ones that have direct benefit of the common man, I think we should not be condemning it. We should not be discouraging it. You know, so I feel that we have the Bank of Agriculture, BOA, where if you want to access loan to do agriculture business and all that, you can access. We have the Bank of Industry, if you are going into a manufacturing business and whatever have you. We also have states that have microfinance banks in terms of assessing credit facilities for your business. You know, so not that some government have not put up alternative measures to teach people how to fish, but this one are like immediate, you know, response. When a man is hungry and you are giving him net to go and feed, he cannot feed. He cannot go and fish now. How will he fish with empty stomach?
You don't think long-term measures in alleviating the people from poverty and hunger is better than just giving them bags of rice?
In every arrangement of life, even in business, you have short time and you have the long time. So these are short-time measures. It's not in any way going to make you rely and depend on government. It is not a monthly thing. It is once in a while. So it's only a fool that will now take palliative as a means of being lazy or being dependent on government.
But what do you think it has been over the years? We've been having government. This is not the first time. From your analysis over the years, do you think it has actually made the people dependent? How do you think this palliative distribution has affected the people?
What I'm saying, that's why I said this one, the minister representing Ekiti.
No, let's look at, I'm talking about what has been happening, right? Not just on this one. You have given us analysis on this particular one. Let's talk about the impact, the results from the previous distribution of palliatives.
What I'm trying to suggest here is, when palliatives are given, even if it is 5%, these are charitable activities. Even if it's 20% that benefited, and if they benefited well, okay. It's not something that is everybody must feel that everybody has to benefit. My own case is that the areas government have put up measures to alleviate the poverty, the sufferings of the people. We want to see them working. And beside that, there is no way government can take care of everybody.
Okay, so in the next few minutes that we have before we let Charles go, I'd like him to give his passing thoughts on this particular story, because after that we'll go on a short break and then Charles won't be coming back on the show. So Charles, are you still there? Please, let's get your parting shots on this one.
I keep smiling. I think the last it was also my I remember about 3 years ago, I recall it. I did so much food, not to among the government, but that's his own president. He made those things have no quarrel with that. What I really asked of also to the team, but it's what we have to always use to every time, like long-term plan, immediately now, who now in that we are now in phase now in that they said when they did for peace in the beginning, that people their open ages, they will now be after the black government, they caught in the beginning, they moved in long time ago, they moved the 70 up. That's what ask people. And long-term plans put in place for people who at their old age, they really have to resort to rely on. If you think about people, the people will go, we might talk about the start, if the issue how we better says, we didn't start feeding you without capping, not to go or go command. If you do like a cop, that's what I'm saying. That we don't have to resort to palliative every time. As I said, we so take money who paid for, who pays for this palliative. That's why most say they palliative. Every people palliative, very big palliative. Rather than put in place, some those who attempt to get food to become have to have also got from them. So I'm talking about it is not a good policy for us to be talking about palliative every time. That depending on how all certain palliative come once in a while. But this one is everywhere, not once in a while. It's everywhere. You have the COVID-19 where that one. So You are shaping that by saying, only thing that's good to have the a good version with support. Okay,
Thank you so much.
I'm prudent.
All right, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time with us on the show. Thank you once again.